She hasn't said a word, but she's already told you she likes you. You just didn't know how to listen. It starts with something almost invisible. Let's say you're sitting across from her at a coffee shop. She's laughing at your dumb joke. Again. Her eyes lock onto yours just a second too long. Then she looks away, tucks her hair behind her ear, and smiles like she's hiding something. Your heart races. Is she into me? Or are you just seeing what you want to see? Well, today we're cracking the code. Not with guesswork, not with pickup lines, but with real science, body language research, and psychological studies from Harvard, Stanford, and the world's top relationship labs. Because the truth is, women rarely say I like you outright, especially early on. But their bodies, their habits, their subconscious, they scream it. Stick with me for the next minutes. You'll learn 5 undeniable signs she's secretly into you, and 1 dangerous myth that could ruin everything if you believe it. And hey, if you've ever overthought a text or replayed a conversation in your head wondering, did she mean that? Do me a quick favor, hit like right now. It helps more people find real insight instead of empty dating hacks. Let's start with the most powerful yet invisible signal, mirroring. In 2013, researchers at New York University ran a fascinating experiment. They paired strangers in conversation and secretly filmed them. Later, they analyzed every gesture, every shift in posture. What they found? People who felt mutual attraction unconsciously copied each other's body language within seconds. If you lean forward, she leans forward. If you cross your legs, she crosses hers. If you take a sip of coffee, she does too, almost like a reflex. This isn't coincidence. It's called behavioral synchrony, and it's hardwired into our brains by mirror neurons. These neurons fire not just when we act, but when we see someone else act. They're the reason we yawn when others yawn, and why attraction feels like clicking. Dr. Jessica Carbino, a sociologist who worked with Bumble and Tinder, puts it plainly. Mirroring is one of the strongest nonverbal predictors of romantic interest, especially in women, who are socialized to be more subtle. So next time you're with her, watch. Does she match your energy, your posture, even your speaking pace? If yes, her subconscious is already dating you. And if this is the first time you're hearing this kind of insight, imagine what else you'll learn by sticking around. So go ahead and tap that like button. It takes 2 seconds and it tells YouTube this matters. Now you've heard eyes are the window to the soul, but here's what no one tells you. It's not about how long she looks, it's how she breaks the gaze. A landmark study from the University of Massachusetts found that when someone is attracted to you, they hold eye contact 40% longer than normal, but then look down or to the side, not away abruptly. Why? Because direct, prolonged eye contact triggers dopamine and oxytocin, the bonding chemicals. But it also creates vulnerability. So she looks away, not out of disinterest, but to regulate her own emotions. And here's the kicker. If she looks down and smiles, that's called a coy glance, a universal signal of flirtation observed across 37 cultures by anthropologist Dr. David Given's bonus clue, pupil dilation. In dim lighting, her pupils will naturally expand. But in normal light, if they're still wide when she's looking at you, her brain is literally lighting up with attraction. Fun fact, in the 1960s, psychologist Eckhard Hess showed men photos of women with digitally enlarged pupils. They consistently rated them as more attractive. Without knowing why, her eyes aren't just watching you, they're betraying her. And it doesn't stop there. Think about this. She asked how your job interview went. Even though you mentioned it once. 3 weeks ago, she remembers your dog's name, your favorite snack, that random story about your childhood camping trip. This isn't just being nice. This is selective attention, a core sign of romantic interest. According to Dr. Helen Fisher, biological anthropologist and chief science advisor for Match.com, when we're attracted to someone, our brain's dopamine system activates the hippocampus, the memory center. We literally remember more details about people we're drawn to. Think about it. How many people remember your coffee order, your sister's graduation date, the name of your high school mascot? Almost no one. But if she does, you're occupying mental real estate, and it gets deeper. In a 2021 study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, women who were romantically interested asked 3.2 times more follow-up questions about a man's life than those who weren't. So if she's not just listening, but digging deeper, she's building a map to your heart. If this is helping you see things more clearly, and I hope it is, please share this with one friend who's stuck in the "does she like me?" loop. Too many guys waste months in confusion when the signs were there all along. Now, let's talk about something we all check obsessively, her phone. Let's kill a myth right now. If she's interested, she'll make the first move. Nope. Most women want to, but fear rejection, judgment, or seeming too eager. So instead, they send low-risk signals, like liking your Instagram post from 3 days ago, replying haha to a story you posted at 2 a.m., texting "this reminded me of you" with a meme. These aren't random, they're bids for connection, and psychologists call them approach behaviors. A 2022 study in evolutionary psychology tracked 500 women's texting habits. Result? Women who were attracted initiated contact 78% more often, but kept messages short and casual to avoid scaring him off. And here's the golden rule. If she responds quickly and keeps the conversation going, that's interest. But if she only replies to your texts, she's being polite. The difference? Initiation versus obligation. Watch for it, because consistency beats intensity every time. And then there's the ultimate test. Does she find reasons to be near you? Does she happen to be at the same party? Does she volunteer to walk with you after class? Does she linger after group hangouts just to chat? Proximity isn't coincidence, it's intentional positioning. In fact, research from the University of Kansas shows that physical closeness is the #1 predictor of romantic escalation, even more than looks or conversation. Why? Because our brains associate familiarity with safety, and safety with love. So if she keeps showing up in your orbit without obvious reason, she's creating opportunities. And if she touches you, even lightly, a hand on your arm during a laugh, a playful nudge, accidentally brushing shoulders, that's tactile communication, and it releases oxytocin in both of you. It's her way of saying, I feel safe with you. Don't ignore it, because that small touch, it's louder than words. Before we wrap, let's destroy one toxic myth once and for all. If she's into you, she'll play hard to get. False. Modern psychology shows that mixed signals usually mean mixed feelings, not strategy. A woman who's genuinely interested will give consistent, warm signals, even if subtle. Playing games, ghosting, hot and cold behavior, that's insecurity or lack of interest. Don't confuse anxiety with allure. Real attraction doesn't leave you guessing for weeks. It shows up, even quietly. Look, attraction isn't magic. It's biology. It's psychology. It's thousands of tiny choices your brain makes before you even realize you're falling. So next time you're wondering, watch her actions, not just her words. Because the truth, she's probably showing you exactly how she feels, if you know how to read it. If this video helped you see things clearly, and I truly hope it did, hit like, subscribe for real relationship clarity, and share this with a friend who's overthinking things. Remember, confidence isn't guessing she likes you. It's knowing you're worth being liked. See you next time.